The quickest way to know that you're gonna fail in life is if you give and you're always saying excuses. I was watching one of these TV shows about this guy who goes into these restaurants and basically helps these restaurant business owners get their restaurant business back up into shape. Like he basically goes, it's called rescue. He goes into these restaurants and he rescues their bar or restaurant business. And he's a really high intense guy, and he goes in and he talks about, he interviews all the owners and the partners. A lot of them are like family owned businesses, and a lot of the businesses or business owners started up the business because they thought it would be fun, like bar owners. And most of them really just underestimate the amount of work that has to be put into getting a restaurant or a bar to get working and to get working well and to even succeed. And during this show, he's done thousands and thousands of this, right? So he's met thousands of business owners, he's gone into thousands of restaurants and thousands of bars, and he's seen every kind of scenario that could be out there, right? And he says the one trait that he knows whether or not any business owner or of the restaurants and bars will succeed or not is if they have excuses or not. If he goes into one of these restaurants and he talks and interviews the owners, and if they're just blaming their partners, or if they're blaming their employees, or if they're blaming the government, or if they're blaming or just having excuses and blaming other factors of that's the reason why the business isn't succeeding, he almost just walks away and says, I'm not going to work with you. Or he'll tell them straight up, the reason why your business isn't succeeding is because of you and your excuses. And I took that to heart, and I definitely agree, because you have to be in charge of your life. Like, I know there's a lot of things that we can't control. Like, a lot of us can't control our family, or a lot of us can't control maybe where we live in the world, but what you can control is yourself. You can control how you spend your time. You can control how you think about what you're doing every day and the thoughts going in your head. Like if you're every day just thinking about, and you're angry and you're blaming the government because of the taxes, or if you're blaming the education system and you feel like you've been robbed or scammed because you paid too much for whatever, or if you're blaming your husband or wife for personal stuff, if you're constantly blaming, and then if you're trying to launch your business and then you tell yourself these excuses that the reason why you haven't started your business yet, or if you're fat and you want to lose weight and you keep telling yourself excuses that the reason why you're not in shape is because you have some kind of health, whatever it is, if you keep telling yourself excuses, you're not going to progress in life. But if you look at yourself and you see yourself as is, and then you say to yourself, okay, there's no excuses, I'm in control of my situation, then you have a bigger, larger chance of actually succeeding and getting to where you want to be. Let me know, guys, what your thoughts are. Be sure to subscribe for my YouTube channel. Give me a couple likes on the Facebook. And of course, if you disagree, if you agree, let me know what your thoughts are.